Hey everybody, this is 1v1 EDH. We have Commander Kytheon versus Najeela. I'm playing Kytheon. Start by playing a Plains and throwing out my Commander Kytheon and passing. He has a very fast deck as well. It is all color. So he throws down a Deathrite Shaman and passes, which has some graveyard hate abilities. Luckily, my deck doesn't revolve around graveyard play. So I'll throw out a Plains and then see what I want to play here. Probably just play Tomic and pass. So tap 2 and throw out... He doesn't have any artifacts out, so I'll play Tomic and pass. He doesn't have any land abilities either, really. So, how did he just play that? Oh, he threw down Ancient Tomb, which isn't showing right now. That warrior token is not on the battlefield yet. He put it out there to get ready for his attack phase next turn. So I drew Plains, play the Plains, consider Phyrexian Revoker, but he doesn't have anything really worth naming yet with that card. So I'll tap 3, and let's get rid of his commander and play Banisher Priest. So you can either put it in the command zone or under my creature, which he chooses to put it under. You must have some removal for it. So he still has that 0 counter warrior token out there, but that's not on the battlefield. I don't know why he has it still there. Oh, and he gives up. I don't think he would have won that game. I asked him if he wants to do a G2. He says sure. So we'll scoop and get a new hand. Play the next game. Put our commander back in the command zone. Draw 7. Whoa. Actually, this hand's pretty keepable. I have a Wasteland and an Ancient Den for mana. We have the Revoker, Kataki, Stoneforge, Selfless Spirit, and Giver of Runes. And luckily, draw another Plains. And we'll tap the Plains to play our commander, Kytheon, and pass. He's got a Birds of Paradise out there. I think a Stomping Grounds. So he cracks his Arid Mesa. He's going to fetch up a land. Reposition my commander here. He gets a Tundra. He taps a Tundra for a Preordain. He's going to scry 2 and then draw a card. I really like our hand. Except the Kataki and the Ancient Den is interesting. So we're going to have to pay 1 on our upkeep if we play that land in Kataki. So he taps Birds of Paradise, Stomping Ground for the Dark Confidant, which I'm cool with. He's just going to do more damage to himself against my aggro deck. So we'll tap 2, play the Stoneforge, and fetch... Oh, and he countered it with a Daze. So that goes to the graveyard. He says no response. So he revealed with Dark Confidant, lost 2 life. And he plays 2, the Abrade, and gets my commander with 3 damage. Let's put a counter on my commander. And I'll lose 2 life here because he's swinging with Dark Confidant. So untap. And he just wasteland my Ancient Den. So tap 2. Let's thinking about what I want to play here. Phyrexian Revoker. I don't think he has anything in his hand yet that I could play that with. So I'll play the Kataki. Just in case he wants to get any rocks out. My deck has very few rocks. So he taps 3 and he puts out Najeela. And swings with the Dark Confidant. I choose not to block there. So I'll play my own Wasteland. Do I want to Wasteland any of his lands? He's got 3 mana out. No, I'm going to get rid of his commander. Because that thing is his most OP card for his deck. Once he starts getting warriors out, it's game over. And he shook my Kataki because he thinks that Council's Judgment, he can vote for one of my permanents, but it's actually, he can only vote for his permanent. If he voted for one of his, another one of his, he would have had to sack both of them. Doesn't have any artifacts out yet. So he taps the Tundra and plays the Ponder, which he is going to draw a card from it. So should I play my commander next turn? Should probably get more creatures out and then play my commander after. I wonder if Phyrexian Revoker can target Birds of Paradise mana ability. I don't think so, but I will look that one up. So untap, draw, Recruiter of the Guard. We'll tap 3 and play that. Thinking about it. Because I could get more creatures out and just start swinging with the creatures. Especially Selfless Spirit, which has flying. So he's responding to this, and he taps Birds in the Stomping Ground to remand it. So that's going to go back to my hand. And I will pay... Well, I could counter his remand, but I don't think we want to waste it yet. So now he exiles my Kataki, and I gain 2 life on end of turn. And that's what I wanted him to do, to waste his removal on that creature rather than Kytheon. So now I still have the 1 mana available to play any major value he decides to throw out. Hopefully he doesn't have the 1 left to pay to make a Mana Tithe fizzle. So he taps 4, and this is what I want to see. Yep, he's going to try destroying all of our lands. And then I'm going to alert response here. Oh man, that was a major mistake I made. I had a Mana Tithe in my hand and I didn't counter his Armageddon. I've made that mistake many times with Mana Tithe. Not leaving 1 plains and having like a wasteland open. And wanting to counter a spell once he's all tapped out. But then I only have a wasteland. And that doesn't work with Mana Tithe. So he swings 2 with Dark Confidant here. And we'll play this Plains. Tap it to play Giver of Runes. So yeah, I make a bunch of mistakes in Magic. Sometimes it's something where I just have to play slower and check myself. But in a game like this, I just want to play fast and play as much Magic as I can in these just having fun games. But the thing about that is you're playing more Magic, you're getting more practice, but you're still holding the bad habits. So that's one thing I have to work on, is just going through and checking myself when I play cards. So he plays Tainted Pact, and he exiles everything above the card that he wants. I'm asking him what he revealed with Tainted Pact. Or what card he got, because I didn't see it, but that's my fault, because he did reveal it and I didn't see it. And I'm telling him that he's supposed to exile cards until he hits the card that he wants. And the way he did it was a little kooky. I'm not exactly sure how he did it. I'm sure he did it right. And he didn't cheat, but the way... I've never done it like that before, so he knows a way to do that within untap.in that I don't know. So I'm telling him that when you search for a card, the deck is put in alphabetical order. It's not within your... See, Armageddon is first there, and then it goes to J, Journey. And T is back there. So if you search for a card and put everything above the card, Tainted, T, then, I don't know, maybe the way he did it is still not... Because what I'm thinking, he just looked at where the card was in the deck. He didn't know everything was alphabetized. So I'm asking him here, how did he do it? Because I don't want anybody to be cheating, you know? We're just playing for fun here, and it shouldn't be super competitive to where you feel you need to cheat. But people still do it. People cheat all the time, even though... And we all do make mistakes in Magic too, so sometimes it's not even wanting to cheat, it's just, you know, making mistakes. So I'm trying to figure out here how he did it. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure this out for a future reference. It's better to do the hard thing first and figure out how something works, you know, in the beginning before and later on when you run into the same problem, and then you're spending even more time trying to figure it out. And here I'm just throwing a card out of my deck to see if it tells me what place it is in within the deck, and that card didn't tell me that, so I just give up right there. Still don't understand how he did it, but maybe one day I'll figure it out. So I'll tap 2. He's got the sword, is what he fetched for. And I'll play Selfless Spirit and pass. He didn't fetch for a sword, he used Tainted Pact to grab it. That's why he exiled all those cards. Maybe he did it right, maybe he did it wrong. I'll figure it out. So he plays a Taiga. And he gets his warrior ready for when he attacks with Najeela. Taps 2 for Mana Crypt. And plays a Sword of Feast and Famine. So he swings with Najeela with the sword, and I show him my block with Selfless Spirit. And I gave Selfless Spirit protection with Giver Runes. So then he's going to do Fire Covenant and deal 2 damage to my creatures, 1 to each. So I'm going to sack Selfless Spirit in response to that to make Giver of Runes indestructible. So I take 8 life here. And he untaps all his lands. Oh, and I have to discard a card. Totally forgot. We'll throw a Bubble Matrix. untap, draw, drew a Teeth Taker, which I kind of like because any counter spells that he plays will cost 1 more to cast. And I give up right here because he has way more value on the board. And once he has Najeela out, it's pretty much game over if I don't have any answers for it. So we're going on to game 3 here. See, this hand is definitely keepable. We have 2 planes, a Skull Clamp, Brimaz, Bryn Wingmare, Keening Apparition. So we'll start out by tapping 1 and playing our commander Kytheon and pass. Keening Apparition, you can sacrifice it and destroy a target enchantment. Probably play Tith Taker next, just so his abilities can't be played on my turn. Well, they can, but they'll cost 1 more. He throws down the Taiga there and plays Elves of the Deep Shadow. Untap, draw, we drew a Plains, play a Plains. We'll not swing here and just play Tith Taker and pass because he can block with his Elves to make it. So he plays a Jataxian Probe. I reveal my hand, which I do not like him seeing my hand. So then he's going to draw. Plays a Bloodstained Mire, cracks it. Puts out a Volcanic Island. Taps the Taiga, Volcanic Island, plus the Wild Growth. So tap for 2, plays Fire Covenant, and shoots down both of my creatures, which I do not like. Oh, I'm checking to see right now if he paid 1 more for Fire Covenant. So Tith Taker dies, and then I get to put out a white-black Spirit token with flying. And I'm just going to use this one. Throw it out on the battlefield. Take my turn. Tap 2, play Thalia, which is really good against this deck. Then we'll tap 1 and play Skull Clamp. And I realize I just made a mistake because I should have played Skull Clamp first and then Thalia. And I put the Skull Clamp back in my hand. That was a bad mistake. And I'll untap my 1 land. I have to laugh at that. I laugh at all my mistakes because there's no other good way to deal with them. A lot of them are just really bad mistakes, but what can you do? You know, I really would like to slow down when I play Magic, but it's just so fun to go fast. I feel like the speed makes it more intense. So I'm going to tap 3 here and play Brimaz, which is a really nice card. I'm thinking about it. Really nice card in my deck. So now I can block his Najeela. He's cracking Scalding Tarn right here. I'm thinking he's going to counter it with something. So then I'm going to swing with Thalia because I can block with Brimaz. So he taps 2 and throws out Vampiric Tutor. And he's searching up an answer to get rid of one of my creatures or both of them. He's searching long and hard about the card. I have to make fun of him because it's taking a little while to find it. And plays the Arid Mesa. Just thinking, when is he going to play that card that he fetched for? The reason why I like untap.in is because it's free for one. You get access to every card ever made in Magic. In many different arts. They usually have the alt arts, like that spirit token. There's a lot of people that use it. It's a good playtesting online platform. But another reason I like it is because you can make mistakes more easily in it. Which as compared to Magic Online, I don't know, this is like more actual gameplay with as if you were playing real cards. You have to know how to operate your deck. You know, you're not going to accidentally get an unlimited, stumble into an unlimited play or something. You have to know how each and every one of your cards interact with each other. The game isn't doing it all for you. It makes you think more. And some people say, oh, it's free. It's going to get shut down, by Wizards of the Coast. But I played Untap, right when I started getting into Magic, and me playing Untap.in had me I bought so many cards playing this online software for free. So it's really benefiting Wizards having this platform for free. Because I wouldn't have started playing Magic again if I hadn't started playing this. So he's swinging with Najeela and his warrior that he gets from Najeela, and I don't know why he did that because I can just block it with Thalia. Maybe he wanted me to think that he had an answer in my hand and that I wouldn't block. But that was a bad play by him, I think. Thing about Thalia is she has first strike. So Najeela didn't damage Thalia at all. Oh, so he could just play it again. But he did make his commander cost 2 more. I'm telling him there that he had to tap the Volcanic Island, not the Wild Growth. So he passes the turn. I draw a Winter Orb. I'm going to tap 2 and just get a creature out. Keening Apparition. And pass. I could have played Vryn Wingmare there, but I kind of want to get my Skull Clamp and my Winter Orb out before I play that card. It's going to make non-creatures cost 1 more to cast. So he taps 1 for an Elvish Mystic. And he doesn't swing. He passes the turn. I drew a Mutavault, which I like to see. Tap the Mutavault, and we'll play everything here. We'll put out Lavinia. I mean Limbala, actually, not Lavinia. Lavinia is my other favorite card. And he counters it with a Mana Leak, of course. And he doesn't play anything, and he just passes it back. So we have a Benevolent Bodyguard. We should probably play that for when we play Kytheon. But should we activate Mutavault here and swing? No, let's play Skull Clamp. Then we'll have the one left for Benevolent Bodyguard. Always thinking if he wants to counter it. He's looking at Kytheon and flipping him, see what his Planeswalker abilities are. And I tell him I bet he won't counter it. And he does. And that will go on top of my library. So I'll tap one and play Benevolent Bodyguard, not Benelish. And pass. Is he going to swing? I think he has to get rid of Thalia before he does that. Untap, draw the Skull Clamp. So right here we can activate Mutavault and swing with Keening Apparition. No, I don't want to play that yet, do I? No, I play Kytheon. And he plays a Mana Drain. And I tell him it's a CMC 1 card. I don't know, does the CMC include the commander tax? I'm not sure. I will have to look that ruling up. So I drew Smuggler's Copter here, which I like to see. So I'll activate Mutavault. Then we'll go ahead and swing with both of them. Keening Apparition and Mutavault. Then we'll tap 2 and play the Skull Clamp. Oh, and he counters it. So he taps 2 and plays Duress, which the art isn't showing for some reason. And I reveal it, and he's going to take my Smuggler's Copter. So I'm making fun of him here, and I'm asking him if he's getting scared yet. I think I have this game in the bag. So he swings with 2 warriors, and I block 1 with Thalia. So now he's activating Najeela's ability. And swinging again with just the 2 warriors. I'm going to block another one. And I'll end up taking 2. Oh. Oh, I made a mistake there. I should have took 1 more. See, now it looks like I'm trying to cheat. So tap 1 and play Mutavault. Not play Mutavault, activate it. We'll swing with Keening Apparition and Mutavault. Hopefully he doesn't block here. He'll end up taking 4. Oh, and he blocks the Mutavault. Interesting play. So now Najeela costs 2 more. I'll throw out my Rin Wingmare. So he plays Najeela again, and then I'm going to throw out the Tectonic Edge. And we'll activate that and destroy his Volcanic Island. We'll swing with Bryn Wingmare and Keening Apparition. So he takes 4 and we'll pass the turn. So we can stack our Benevolent Bodyguard in response to blockers, giving any creature protection from whatever color it is that you would be blocking with. So he's going to crack his Flooded Strand. And get a land card. Let's see what he picks. Oh, he gets a Tropical Island. Taps 3 for now Spellbomb. Tap 3 because I have Thalia and Ring Windmare out, which makes it 2 more to play. So, since he's tapped out here, I think the best time to play Winter Orb is right now. We'll throw that out there. And we'll swing with Keening Apparition and Ring Windmare. So next turn he is possibly dead. So he exiled, or my graveyard was now Spellbomb. And he gives up. He's got a Sword, a Feast and Famine, and a Meddling Mage. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. Please subscribe. I'll see you next time.